Hello and welcome to the 19th day of spring here for Stardew Valley on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. Well, we are at it once again. Another episode, and this is a big one because this day will affect the rest of your game. So today, Demetrius will come and visit us at our farm. What you might have noticed is a small cave which is to the northern pathway above the tunnel where the bus stop can go to. Now, the cave has an opportunity to have two possible buildings or events happening till the end of the game. Demetrius is a local scientist and he is studying the local flora and fauna. So he will offer us two options. So he wants to set up the cave in order to attract local species. Option number 1 are fruit bats. Option number 2 are mushrooms that can be found in the local area. Now, in my original save, I did manage to get here and I did go for the mushrooms. Since you, however, were not able to see that, I will replicate that process. Now, the reason why I want to go with the mushrooms is simple. Every 2 days, the mushroom cave will spawn 6 random mushrooms. Unfortunately, these mushrooms can never be scaled up to the iridium quality because they are collected from the mushroom pod which Demetrius will plant in. However, if you want to do the community center, one of the bundles specifically contains items such as oranges, cherries, pomegranates, apples, etc. Then the fruit bats are the way to go. Unfortunately, there are videos on YouTube already showing that the bat caves are highly inefficient and do not provide fruit on regular base. So let's say we would set up the bat cave on the 19th of spring, but we would start going to the cave on the 1st of summer, and we would go there until the end of summer. And we would replicate the same process with the mushrooms. Yes, the mushrooms only have 6 pods which will be producing these. However, it's every second day. So since the month or the season have 28 days, that is 14 days when you will be able to obtain 6 mushrooms. So if you multiply 14 by 6, you will get 60 plus 24, which is 84 mushrooms. Compare that to the bats. Bats are highly irregular, and therefore it's not even likely you will get half of the mushrooms which you have collected. So in the long term, if you're looking for that little extra income for that item or seed which you wanted to buy, the mushroom cave is definitely the way to go. Yes, the mushrooms can be also delivered to the exotic bundle in the community center. However, the mushrooms can be used for only certain cooking recipes. Compare that to the fruit bats. These will give you all the possible fruits, and not only the fruits which are from the trees, let's say. They will also bring you the forageable fruits from all over the seasons. So if you're looking, for example, in summer for a spiceberry and it just did not spawn on the map, it might be your lucky day, and that spiceberry might be in the fruit bat cave. Also, what you need to realize is fruits are then turned into the artisanal goods. In the level 10 of farming, you have the choice to choose if you want better price for animal products or if you want more money for artisanal goods, such as wine, jelly, and other goodies. So if you have a cave full of bats which are bringing you constantly fruit, well, constantly, it's not really regular. I would probably have to do an episode specifically about the efficiency of the fruit bat and the efficiency of the mushroom cave in order to show you a season to season comparison, and then we would be able to compare the stats. But overall, based on my personal experience with this game, if you go with either choice, you will not regret it, because further along in the game, you will be able to utilize opportunities within the items which you will receive. Obviously, mushrooms are not the best gifts for the townspeople. Fruits, on the other hand, are much appreciated by certain individuals. Because if you bring to someone an orange during the winter, I'm sure they will appreciate it. But I digress. Let us therefore choose the mushrooms. Also, as I realize right now, I might have not shown you my least favorite part of the mine in the mountain. These are the levels from 31 to 39. I might show you a little footage, or heck, we can even go there after I am done watering all these crops. Kind of regret not doing all the talking along as I should have done so. And now we're just gonna have to probably speed up through this. And I will see you after. Okay, finally we are done. Jesus. I'm gonna seriously need to level up my farming in order for me to be able to craft the better sprinklers. The basic sprinkler, never use this. This is the worst possible sprinkler because it basically waters 4 rows. So if I were to put the sprinkler over here, the top one, the one to the left, the one on the bottom, and the place where I'm standing would be watered. If you get the better version of the sprinkler, which is the quality sprinkler, you will be actually able to pop one down, and the surrounding 8 slots will be watered by it in the morning. So our goal will be to get ton of ore and basically get a different layout for our farm so that we can start utilizing the sprinklers. I even have 7 more potato seeds, which I should actually plant. But Jesus Christ, watering this with the basic watering can is just pain in the ass. So hopefully I will be able to get sufficient amount of copper, and even more hopefully it will finally rain, as so far in this playthrough for me I had only 2 rainy days so far, which is for a season extremely low number. So I wanted to show you guys the level 30 in the mines. Unfortunately today is not the best luck day, but it does not matter. What is important about the level 30 mines is something which I want to talk about. So when you go into the mines, which you can see on my previous episodes, you will notice that you can actually see everything which is displayed on your screen. So as far as the screen is moving, you will see anything which is inside of the mine. Level 31 till 39 is different, however, because there is sort of a fog of war, or this really foggy atmosphere which prevents you from seeing everything on that is around you. So I like to actually utilize a tip, which is in the previous levels of the mine, I gather up torches which are scattered along the floors. Once I have the torches, I can go and actually see or utilize the torches, which I will show you that if you hold the torch, it is basically, well, it lights up the surrounding area, is what I'm trying to say. Later on in the game, you are actually able to obtain an item called the glow ring. The glow ring is really handy because you can equip it into one of the ring slots, and it just basically shines through the night. So even if you're outside and it's getting dark, you will have light surrounding you and you will be able to see. While with the torches, you can hold the torch and it will basically shine around you, like I will show you in here. So we are in level 31, right? You see how foggy this is? What usually can happen to you is that you will break down one of these stones, but then you don't see what the hell is in there. So there can be a ladder to the next level, but you don't see it because you don't have a source of light. So then you will basically run away and clear out the rest of the freaking floor, leaving behind the ladder to the lower level, which is obviously not good. If you want to mine an area, you can pop down the torch and it will basically shine throughout the surrounding area for you while you clear it out. But I hear some sort of bat, so let's get the hell out of here. And if you find a torch like this, you can basically take it with you. Later on, when you pass behind those levels, and you don't have a proper reason to come back, other than being a completionist, as if you kill a certain amount of the enemies spawning in those levels, you will be able to basically get an achievement for that. And like I said, since it's not a lucky day, it's gonna spawn more of the enemies rather than the iron ore, which starts to show up from the level 41. The level 10, 20, 30, and 40 and so on are always transitional levels to show you that you have reached a new area of the mines. Once you get to level 40, you will receive a quest to reach the bottom of the mine. I will not spoil how many levels there are if you did not play the game before. But yeah, it's 5:50, we haven't done almost anything productive other than water our crops today. So how about we go try give Jody that cauliflower? For doing so, we will be actually able to get some money. Now, some of these quests are pretty damn awesome because you just bring a basic item. So, let's say you would have someone request a parsnip from you. If you sell it, you will get certain amount of gold for it, but because you would collect it as a quest, either from these specialized objectives or here on Pierre's store board, like look, someone is running low on quartz. If someone could bring him the quartz, he would give us money. So let's try and find Pierre, since basically we have found quartz. I'm not sure if he's still at the store. There is a lot of area in the store. It's not just a store. Looks like there's a chapel and there's also a kitchen. So potentially, since it's 7 p.m., Pierre can be at Gus's place, or he can be hanging around the town. So hopefully I will be able to deliver both the quartz and the cauliflower. And look at that, Pierre is here! So the overall value of the quartz itself is not that high, but we did get 75 gold for it, which is really good. Also note that these quests can help increase the relationship with the townspeople. It does not count as a gift, but it shows a generosity towards your fellow townsfolk. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna see if we can forage more spring onions down here. The salmon berry season is unfortunately over, but we do have 134 salmon berries. If you would be, for example, interested in knowing how much value is in salmon berry itself, it's not too much, honestly. There is a thing which will happen later in the game, hopefully even in this walkthrough for us, where the overall value of salmon berry can be increased. But if you turn it into jelly or vine, you will have one of the lowest valued artisanal goods in your inventory. So what I like to rather do is just keep it for the energy. Obviously, sure, you can utilize it, and for example, if you would want to increase your relationship with Leah, you can be turning out salmon berry wine. And once you do have sufficient amount of them, you can start delivering them to her twice a week. Don't forget to do it especially on her birthday. But yeah, this way you can be utilizing the salmon berries and turning it into cheap wine, as the townspeople will not be picky, such as you can only deliver grapevine or something. It just the basic item is the vine. So once you deliver the alcoholic beverage to her, she's totally happy. I'm sure that's not the best example, but I don't know, drink responsibly, people. Anyhow, what I'm trying to, however, also say is that you need to think really hard about if you want to utilize your barrels to be turning out products such as the salmonberry jelly or salmonberry wine. This is important due to the fact that while you are doing the salmonberry production for a week, let's say, you can be actually utilizing something else for the artisanal goods. So let's say the fruits or other things. Oh yeah, and since Demetrius has installed the mushroom spot, how about I show it to you guys? So this is the cave. These are the mushroom pots. It's potential that on the next episode or the next day, they will unfortunately still not have the mushrooms in them. But that should mean that on the 21st, potentially, we can have 6 mushrooms over here of various kinds. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys will tune in next time as well, while I give my dog some water. And yeah, if you liked the video, definitely check out the channel. I will leave a link for it in the description of the video. I hope you liked the episode despite it being mostly me watering a bunch of crops, but that is the main target of the game. So yeah, in the meantime, I wish you all the best, and hopefully I will see you on one of the next episodes. Bye bye!